Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am back again with the 19th video. It's been a few weeks since I made my 18th, but I have come with a wealth of more new information on Jehovah God being confused to be the devil in the world, Satan, Lucifer, and the devil man, the enemy of mankind. Ever since just after the Garden of Eden, when this little alien flew in here with a good mind to be our God man, but he had a terrible accident by going down and landing in the jungle to make himself the hardest man in the world, assuming to become our great good Christian God man and the Rock of Ages to rule the world forevermore and never fail us. Trouble is, he formed himself after Gorilla for 20 years, and he really turned himself into a super criminal. Not 25 years later in the Garden of Eden, with this hard guy read the children of Eve concept of Allah. He read Eve stole Adam, and he read it backwards that she had ruined him into a softie, and the Allah started evolving here, but it was really also Satan. Just after the Garden of Eden, when he lost his mind entirely into a super criminal. Now, that was 6,013 years ago now, and he started out backwards as Satan to destroy the world. He went into a madman lunatic's mind. His mind went entirely upside down to become of this world, thinking that the humans were all being ruined by the woman into perfectly good ruined pussy mans, as the hard guys say it. He became a hard guy with a problem man. And he hasn't corrected himself since. And he set me up here 60 years ago when he realized he was backwards seeing it. He was wrong to destroy the world, but was supposed to correct to the Christian God, perfect the world today as we are trying to do, make peace in the world, which is what we did for the past 5 years, stand down all the wars. Holy Jihad was supposed to go down. He wrongly called it after we had created world peace at the end of 2011. He went the wrong way, lost his mind again, laughing like a crazy devil and a freak evil spirit he had evolved into over 6,000 years. He just went laughably mad again to attempt to destroy this world again because he had built in a criminal system just like this with an underworld current of money from the churches, all the Western churches, through Amsterdam to supply the Eastern world, all his hard guys. He fools those dictators, and they're only dictators, so they're one guy governments that'll fight against the softies and try to destroy the world as he leads these Eastern world blockheads with his own blockhead. Now, the world has no evil spirits in it, but this one, and he's not really evil. He has corrected himself. When he realized he was backwards seeing, he was able to clear his mind for the past 60 years and become a good spirit, but he also kept his wrongful on the world just to see if he can still destroy it, because he had built in a criminal system to destroy the world from the east and west. So he's like the dirty devil of the world still today. Instead of correcting his mind and getting completely healed with all his junk out of his mind and heal himself completely and rule the world right, which is to go to world peace. Right now, and that's the purpose of this film right here. And a few videos ago, or many of them ago, I showed you this. It looks like Jehovah betrayed me and all of us and the world again. After this, we had made world peace at the end of 2011 to try to push himself as Satan just to see if he could destroy the world. Still, because he had built it in. And right now, today, we're on the verge of apocalypse now. I was frightened royal on Sunday, Eastern Sunday, because North Korea might have attacked South Korea and started this nuclear war apocalypse now. And another great threat is if right now, as he sits with me, he is with me, he is watching this. We only have one little spirit man that is an evil spirit in the world. There's 17,000 right and reasonable spirits that he's controlling. He can kill them. They hate him. We have a monster dictator killing humans, devil, spirit man in the world today. It's Jehovah God, and he won't correct his mind. He got into killing humans from the super criminal mind in a big way by war making, spoofing the East and West to kill each other 500 years before Christ, 2,500 years ago. With a total of 2,200,000 dead already, he is still confused to hate humans. He calls softies. This is Allah's problem, and Allah is Jehovah in the backwards mind of a criminal. You see the difference between Jehovah's mind and his juvenile 2-year-old in his mind being by madman and lunatic ruling in his wrong mind versus right mind. So he's deliberately keeping himself in there to keep himself confused and to hurt us. Now, we've solved this problem. It's his lying mind, this wronging mind, that's confused him have a problem against the world and women and all humans. And the gorilla is the source of his evil. And he caused this terrible accident to go into the jungle and make himself form himself into a little gorilla. So we have a little gorilla spirit man who's trying to destroy the world still today, just to see if he can do it. Now that is 2-year-old, and that is terribly evil, and all evil comes out of infancy minds like this, and all the criminals are clearly made like this. Both sides of the mind, homosexual on the love side, criminally insane on the hate side of the mind. They're worthless people. You can see everything's wrong with the mind. Well, the purpose of today is correction time for Jehovah God. He betrayed me, and I'm demanding him to go up to Washington, lead the way to world peace, not one more delay, and because he's only sitting here waiting for a Muslim criminal, because he's criminal, he got a criminal, ended up a criminal boss, crime boss instead of the good law boss, and the kingpin of the underworld, a super criminal. He's waiting for me to get killed out so he can be set free to run over and spoof the Eastern dictators to start Armageddon. And from Pakistan, he's going to nuke Israel right in Jerusalem, the heart of it all. So you can see how backwards he is and how terribly evil this little spirit is. And careless and uncaring. Now, the world should hate this little spirit because it's the only evil one we got on this planet, and he's deliberately confused himself to be evil. And I am fighting with him to achieve world peace, where he should correct his mind, lead the way. He's told me he's confused to be a devil behind us all and Satan in the world to try to destroy the world. Now, this is ridiculous, and I'm pleading with the world. We only have one common enemy. It turns out to be Jehovah God, hiding behind Allah and the Al-Qaeda man. The monster killer is Satan himself, Allah with the Allah God man's concept, which is the evil man to kill the good man. The Muslim made into a criminal, Ishmael, to be killing good people. So Ishmael needs to stand down. No more working for Allah. Those dictators, no more working for Allah. And the world should hate this little spirit if he don't show up in Washington tomorrow and make world peace. He is the leader. Correct his mind. I'm done with him. I'll see you in another video soon. There's more to say. Shame on Joe Bagash.